Hello everybody, Josh Taylor, Director of Marketing.
Dave Bayless, Director of Design.
Neocon this year, our theme is Worlds Collide, and what we mean by that is upholstery and coating coming together. So you already know us for our coating, but we really want to introduce upholstery and what we can do with that. So with that, let's get started.
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right, what we've got here, the Oasis. This is like, this brings the worlds together, doesn't it, Dave?
It does.
It's got coating and upholstery mixed together. You don't have to mix it together. You can go all upholstered, but the ability now to add coating to this is truly remarkable.
We're showing it here in a wool felt. Obviously, we'll have COM capabilities to be able to offer this into, and we've broken it up to be able to mix and match some different upholstery options as we're showing it here.
Now, you can get power in this. Currently, we don't have, if you get the backs coated, there's no power option. But if you do upholstery, we can put power option into the side pieces. So the one with the left arm would get it on one side, the center piece would get it on two sides, and the right arm would get it on this back side here. It's a really cool piece. If you take a seat right there, you can kind of see, so someone can be sitting there working. I can come over and join Dave and ask him how his latte is. Or if I don't like Dave, I can turn my back to him. Or maybe if I like him a lot, I can get really intimate with them. The centerpiece here, we've got a removable arm piece, armrest. This comes coated and or upholstered.
So one of the nice things about the Oasis collection that we have here is the modularity of it. There's 5 main pieces, this being one, the left wing, the right wing pieces, and then 2 ottomans. Both the ottomans are the same size. What you're seeing here that we have shown is a pillow top. We also have a square top cushion. And that cushion can be either upholstered or coated.
One question that might get brought up is the arm, and if someone were to sit on it. So I'm 186 pounds. I'm gonna take off a pound for the video. As you can see, it comes up, but not, it doesn't just flip, if that's what we're looking at. We do have, what do you call them, mending brackets?
Yep. Yeah, so we've got some mending brackets or joinery plates to be able to tie the units together if that's desired. That certainly will help the any issues with the piece tipping over or anything like that, or being sort of movable. Does lock them into place, but it does keep them joined together that way also.
Simplon. We introduced this last year at Neocon.
Yes.
Correct?
Yep.
And we're bringing it back again this year with a couple small tweaks. For one, wood legs. We've had a lot of requests for wood legs, and so we've got some on it right now, and we're also exploring some that are a little bit more tapered.
Looking at a couple different options. So there's the straight legs that you got, as you see here, and then, as Josh mentioned, some tapered leg options.
And the cool thing about Simplon is the zoning. There's 3 different zones. This one's got it's got like a gray seat. It's got a darker midnight blue, and then a lighter blue back. It's really cool. It really allows you guys to be creative with your designs and match any feel that you want to accomplish. Another cool thing about this settee piece is the arm piece. You want to talk about that, Dave?
Yeah, so this piece has always been available. So we are going to take this particular unit here to Neocon, so you'll be able to see it. But one of the nice things that it does is it does have the center arm. So it kind of creates the area of personal space. So in more open lounge areas or public spaces, the ability to sort of still provide seating for 2, but have some more defined personal space. Makes things a little bit more comfortable for casual use. So what we're looking at here is our Axis seating unit. It's the alternative to a standard stationary desk chair. It's designed to have movement in it, so as the user sits in it, it can move around, allow the user sit in different positions. So it has a sort of semi-spherical bottom that also is able to pivot and rotate.
And when I first got here, one of our engineers, Gustavo, I think he created like the first prototype, and I took it and I used it in my office for probably a month, and I didn't want to give it back. It's just the ability, you know, it keeps you upright as you're sitting here, so it doesn't hurt the back. If I ever need to adjust, I mean, it's simple, just rock back, I'm good. If I want to kind of lean in and work, it's really awesome. And then on top of that, you can spin and have fun with it. So, love it. We also integrated a handle here at the bottom. And so when you're sitting here, if you just want to kind of slide it, it just kind of slides back and forth. This is actually built into the structure, whereas when we showed some people in the initial stages, they're asking why isn't the handle up here? Well, if it's up here, it really was only connected to like the fabric.
Really to the cover itself, posing, you know, the opportunity for it to rip off, you know, it's just being held on by the sewing into the cover.
Right, and with it being higher, we didn't want anyone to think that you could just pick it up and walk with it. So it was a little bit more strategic with how we did that. So yeah, it's good to go, and it's heavy. I mean, it's a solid piece.
Yeah, it's very substantial, but it does offer the opportunities, again, fully upholstered, you know, available in COMs and, you know, any of pretty much our available fabrics.
All right, so these next couple products are really going to make a splash.
What we'd like to do is introduce our partnership with global architect and designer Max Stopa. I'm sure some of you have probably are familiar with him. Others may not be.
If you're not, take a look at this. Yes, that is the man, Max Stopa, and he will be at Neocon. So if you have a chance to see him, introduce yourself. Great guy.
Yeah. So what we're looking at here is the Tapa unit, and it's a collection of basically some modular units that are all reconfigurable and repositionable. As Josh is demonstrating here, they can all sort of be locked down into a certain position, but they are put together based on sort of independent modular pieces, as this unit here sort of better represents. This is a single unit, so if you place an order for a Tapa unit, this is what you get. It's 4 levels, basically 2 feet tall at its highest point to the top of this cushion here. But it's all put together through these movable modular platform units. They're repositionable, reconfigurable. That's really not intended so much to be reconfigurable sort of by the user necessarily, you know, on a minute by minute basis. I think the intent really is to sort of put a collection of these together, get them lined up the way you want them, and then when you screw the tops down, it really sort of locks everything in place, and so they're sort of less movable.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like with the Oasis, there are so many configurations you can do with this. It's really cool. And not only can you buy these individual units, but if you unscrew it here, you'll see this guy can slide out. We also have units that slide in here to give it support. Because right now, if you did it, obviously it would be front heavy. So we've got bubbles that slide in there, and then now that just gives you more opportunity to do more creative things with this piece.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so the name of the game here is really different ways to configure the units together.
All one color or zone 1, 2, 3, and 4. So kind of as it's shown here.
A lot of uses obviously for you know, educational areas as well as you know, sort of public spaces.
All right, and the next piece here are the Talco chairs. We put these in the guest seating category, and they're really unique, wouldn't you say, Dave?
Yeah, no, these are a nice, it's a molded plywood shell. What you're looking at here is some beech wood legs. There will be some other base options available also, with some wire stacking bases at a different price point. And we're also working on a 4-legged tubular base that will be available probably a little bit later, a little bit to come still. So
these kind of fit, these aren't, I know we've had some reps talk about like our live chair and how they wish it kind of sat more forward. These are kind of in the same family as guest seating. They're a little bit more relaxed and sit back a little bit. We do have some chairs we'll show you here shortly that we're thinking about bringing to the 6-inch world that do sit up a little bit more cost effective too. But these are a little bit more relaxed, and you'll be able to experience these at Neocon as well. They come in. When we launch, we're going to do upholstered, and we're going to do a
natural beach finished chair. Yeah.
Right. So when you search Talco by Max Stopa, you'll see a wide variety of colors,
finish options.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So here in North America, we're just going to start off pretty simple. We're going to do what we do best, upholstery, and then we're going to do the natural shell along with the wood legs.
The natural beach wood legs. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll start off with that, and we're always exploring different options. I believe the bar height too, correct?
Yes, yep. That's correct. So we have standard chair seating heights, a bar stool, and then also one of the things we're evaluating also is a counter height stool. So for a 36-inch counter height. It'll look just like the bar stool base that we have here.
These guys are pretty solid units.
Yeah.
With how the legs go in, and didn't you say there's like a rod?
Yeah, there's an internal metal rod that is bored into the center of the leg to provide some additional strength. So it's not just stuck into these metal tubes here. They're highly engineered pieces. They currently pass all European strength requirements. So we are evaluating further, the actual strength of what these units actually involve.
Yeah, and they're really, really comfortable. The upholstery and the natural, they sit really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so the upholstery effect here, not sure how well this comes off on camera. It's a very three-dimensional sort of quilted effect, so it provides a nice, unique appearance. So you see it front and back on the chair, and so it really creates a nice look, and especially in group configurations.
Yeah, and in the waterfall front, it's really nice on the back of the legs.
Yeah, lots of spring in the back too when you're sitting it, so lots of comfort.
Here's the other chairs that we were talking about, little light scale side chairs.
Yep. These particular pieces here are actually stackable.
Oh, nice.
So if you put it down, as you can see, there is a stacking option. So one of the things we're evaluating with these is, again, as Josh had mentioned earlier, some upright seating opportunities, a little bit more upright, a lower price point. So these will come in at a lower cost compared to the Talco units that we discussed previously. Not sure exactly what these are yet, so we're still working through the pricing on these, but that'll be soon to come.
Correct, and you won't see these at Neocon. These are just things we're kind of exploring. We've heard you guys talk about, hey, we want to get some more budget-friendly side chairs in these environments, and so this is one of the things we're looking at. One of the cool things, and Dave, you could talk about this, is this back piece. We can customize. It doesn't have to be what we call the Google pin drop here. There's a lot of other designs, right?
Yeah, that's right. The source that we're looking at for these, there's some other back shape options that we're exploring with them. So we'll potentially have a range of a couple of different shapes that we'll be able to offer.
A couple other things we want to mention are products that are developed outside of North America. Mainly by our Belgian friends or partners of theirs. So one of the things, River Must Flow, Karim Rashid designed that. We can make that now. We've got all the tools, we've got everything locked down for that. So that one we can do here in North America. Steen is another popular one that we've had a lot of inquiries on, and Steen stands for like pebble or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Belgian for rock or pebble.
And they're really cool. So what we're looking at doing are importing some of them and having a small quantity here, and just kind of gauging interest. But there is the opportunity that if you guys are ever searching the web and you find products that maybe we don't make here in North America, you can get them from Belgium.
Yeah.
And another thing they're doing that you'll see is what they call Sodo or fiber coat. And it's really, really cool. We just don't know, in the state side, we want to do some more testing on it. It's a cool, they print the design and they lay it down.
Yeah, it's an actual printed design onto a fiber coating material. As Josh said, it's adhered to the foam block, so it's the same foam
see it here.
basically that we're using on our other coating materials pieces, and it's applied a little bit differently. It's not sprayed, but the benefit is being able to offer the printed material, so
right.
all kinds of artwork is now is possible.
Yeah, so we're checking into that. So if you see that on the Belgium website or anything else, we are researching it, and hopefully we'll have more for you down the road. Yeah, I'll take 5 million units. Thank you. The Bothy in all its glory. Really a great piece for space definition. In this wide open space that we're in right now, it kind of gives you a little area to focus, and that's what we're really excited about. And so Dave and I just want to kind of talk about some options that go with the Bothy. Inserts is a big thing. This is how you customize your look. On top of powder coating and the fascia panels, these inserts are where you get the character.
That's right. So we have a range of available materials that we offer at a standard. Marker boards, felt panels, wood options, as well as some other custom configurable things that we would be able to do. One of the things, so what we're looking at here is a felt panel unit that we've cut out just a simple pattern on. There might be opportunities, depending on what the pattern is, to specialize a little bit. We're also evaluating a couple of different, might have a range of 2 or 3 options to be able to just have available as standard offerings, and then.
Right, yeah, we wanted to have at least maybe 2 or 3 standard, like this is what we call gears, or sometimes marketing calls it Nickelodeon GAC. But we wanted to be able to give you guys at least 3 options to go, that's what I want, just so it has some creativity to it. But if you guys if your clients want to entertain doing a logo, I mean, you have to keep in mind it's got to be pretty simple because there is an entry point and an exit point. So if it's a crown, let's say, it would have to just be a nice simple crown, but you can do it. There's always ways around it. So there's also, you could think of doing your own printed material. It's a 1/2 inch thick. So if you want to print something on 1/2 inch material, it'll slide right in. So that possibility is there.
Yeah, so there's actually a fairly broad range of special capabilities. Again, as Josh mentioned, the key is really just keeping this panel material at a 1/2 inch or less to be able to insert into the frame.
Yeah, so you've got this creativity. You've got the option to powder coat with all of our standard powder coat colors, or I mean, we can always entertain a special color. That takes time, just always remember that. Anything that's custom takes longer lead time. We're also entertaining a desk and a TV bracket. Dave, you want to talk a little bit about how that's going to look?
Yeah, so we're working on a system that would mount into these channels, would have a little bit of adjustability in the units. As Josh mentioned, possible small desk unit, probably about 18 to 20 inches deep from one side to the other here. And then also some shelving bracketry. And then probably the main unit that we're really focused on here is the TV mount or monitor mount that would mount using the same bracketry mounting positions. So be able to hang a good sized monitor off the surface here, whether it's for a larger meeting type application, or again, if a desk is set up in here, being able to mount it against the panel itself in here.
Yeah, versatility, that's the name of the game with Bothy. It's as many options as we can come up with, and let you guys really configure these things how they're needed in the space. One more thing I'd like to address before we end this video is the Zendesk ticket system. We've had a lot of compliments, but there's been a few people that are maybe a little on the fence about what it is and what these emails look like that are coming through, and who's talking to me, and why is Emily saying something, and Carmen chimes in and Josh chimes in. The biggest thing to take away from this is at any time someone from 6-inch can assist you, can help you, can get you the information you need. before we kind of restructured, we had everything piling in to one email. And well, that sounds good because, you know, that person knows everything that's going on. When said person is on vacation or gets sick, everything stops. So with Zendesk, with the ticket system, all of your inquiries go to support@sixinch.us. Then our team of Grace, Carmen, Kip, Emily, myself, Dave, Scott, whoever needs to be involved can get into the ticket and just look at everything and chime in, give their advice, if you have questions, if it's design related, we'll hit Dave up. If it's a custom product, Scott Billett will jump in. If it's something that's maybe company-wide, Kip will jump in and chime in and give his advice. So at any time, you are getting the customer service that you need, that we should be providing for you. If someone's on vacation, we can get quotes out, we can get general questions asked in a timely manner. It's all about you guys and servicing you. And that is what Zendesk, that is what our ticket system allows us to do. We're really excited about where the brand's going in the mixed material story.
Yeah, so from the coating where we began to the opportunity to offer upholstery and some other materials mixed in too to introduce some warmth and other finish options, we're really excited about what we're able to do with those.
Yeah, so worlds collide. It's going to happen in Neocon, and really it's going to happen all of 2018 with the Oasis really kicking it off. That is a centerpiece for coating and upholstery coming together.